I also want to commend Admiral Olson and General Mattis for your distinguished service to our country, and please express our gratitude to all of the troops that serve underneath you and for what they're doing to protect our country. In recent hearings, Secretary Gates as well as Secretary Vickers have testified that approximately 1 out of 4 detainees who have been released from Guantanamo have gotten back into the fight. Could either Admiral Olson or General Mattis, could you tell us a little more about what are the details regarding some of these detainees who are joining the fight? And have there been examples where some of these detainees have actually injured or killed American troops that have been returned back into the fight?
Senator, the best data we have would show approximately 25% have either returned, and we can confirm it, or we strongly suspect that they have returned. 25% is a concern to all of us involved in this war because it reinforces the enemy. It gives people with credibility, some degree of credibility, because they've been in our hands, they've gotten out. So yes, ma'am, it's a big concern.
And have there been examples where some of these detainees who have returned to the fight have actually injured our soldiers or killed our soldiers?
I don't have a specific example of that. However, for example, we know one of them is the #2 person in Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula. Clearly, he is engaged in trying to do so. If he hasn't, it's just because he hasn't been successful yet. So his intent is exactly what you're suggesting.
Well, if he himself, he is obviously directing members of Al-Qaeda to kill American troops, and that's a deep concern given that we released him from our detention facility. I'm deeply concerned about our policy toward detainees and release back into theater, and I think that the least we can do for our troops is to hold those who are dangerous and not allow them to get back into theater to harm our troops. And it's certainly something that I look forward to continuing to work with others in the Senate to make sure that we have a sensible detention policy that doesn't allow these terrorists to get back into theater. I know that, General Mattis, that again we've emphasized that of course Libya is not directly